Hello and welcome to VLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session 11 of Administrative Theories System Approach Just Bernard. Topics to be covered: Introduction, System Approach, Organization as a Cooperative System, Formal Organization, Concept of Authority, Zone of Indifferences, the Function of Executive, a Critical Evaluations. Introduction. Yes, in this particular scenario we will going to have a discussions about the contribution of Just Bernard on the theories of the management. Bernard is basically considered as a behavioralistic, as the emphasizing on the psychological aspects of the management. So as in the previous session we were understanding different contributions from the different executives. So in that case, yes, Bernard was basically emphasized on the psychological aspect of the management. So he viewed as in a concept of a social system. He considered that organization a social system, his lifetime as a practitioner managing the business, as well as considering the better practices in the organization, bring out the best practices in the organization. The functions of executives and the organization and management are required in that case. So if we talk about the system approach, what exactly the system approach states that? System approach, as we all know that Bernard basically state that organization is a social system. So system is basically what a set of arrangements or things which are related, which are connected, which form the unity and organic whole. So that these are basically considered as in a system. So in that case, if we talk about the set of arrangements, set of things, set of connectivity, so one of the organization is performed in the same way. There was a set of activities which is required certain kind of connections and unities in the work. So a system is comprised of an element that are related and dependent upon one another. So that is what our business is always related and very much dependent on each another. If we talk about the organizations today's scenario, there were many departments in the organization, and each of the department are somewhere to some extent independent on each other. The systems are dependent on each other. So in that case, when in interactions from the unitary as a whole, so system approach is based on the thesis that the main concept of the system approach, why system approaches comes into a picture. So the main concept of system approach is that all part of the organization are interrelated, interconnected, interdependent. That means there was always in every activity in the organization is very much related. It's very much connected. At the same time, it's very much dependent. So the contribution of Bernard to understand of the organization phenomena is one of the important landmark in evaluation of the administrative theory. So the purpose of this theory is to provide the comprehensive theories of cooperative behavior in the formal organization. They come up with that picture of the comprehensive theories of the cooperative behavior in the formal organization. Organization, if considered as in a cooperative system, so they are basically, yes, it is considered as, because organization has always worked for the corporation and they originated in the need of an individual to accomplish the purpose which he individually cannot achieve. So in that case, organization become an enlistment of other individual corporations. The cooperative organization for a several must be affected in the sense of achieving the organization purpose and efficient in satisfying the individual motives. So thus the individual and organizations become very much important. The executives should adopt the organization to need of the individual and general environment. So it is thus concerned for the effectiveness and efficiency that forms the running threads of this theories of cooperative behavior. So if we talk about the originations of the corporation's purpose, yes, they are somewhere related to the organization. If we talk about the corporations and the organization, this bringing out to perform the better work in the organization कि किस तरीके से हमारी एक organization better तरीके से perform कर सकती है. If there was a better working in the organization, automatically that would lead to have an efficiency in the organization. That efficiency would lead to have the good improvements in the organization, motives to rise up this organization. Thus, the individual and organizations become very important. They are very important to perform. The executive should adopt the organization to need of individual. The executive is required in that case to adopt the organization to need the individual, and in that case the general environment is required. So in that case, to perform the organization coordination in a better way, to bring out the proper effectiveness in the organization, to bring out the efficiency in the organization, it's always required to have the individual and general environment correlate with each other and performed together. So cooperative system needs to understood in terms of relationship between individual and organization. If we discuss about that, it is required to have the better understanding about their performance, their work. So in that case, yes, that means there is a relationship between individual and organization. Individual and organizations performed together. They understand the properties that an individual propose. The properties what the basically organization carries. So what kind of an activities they are basically carrying? They are carrying the activity of behavior arising from psychological factors, in which that means there are different kind of activities who performed with the psychological factors, who have a limited power of choices, and the same time they must have a purpose to perform. They were the four biggest characteristics of Bernard, the premises of Bernard, जो कि सोशल सिस्टम को डिफाइन करने के लिए क्रिएट की गई. एक एक्टिविटी होनी चाहिए, साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स होने चाहिए, एट द सेम टाइम देयर मस्ट बी अ पावर, एंड फॉर दैट पावर देयर मस्ट बी एन पर्पस. So in that case, Bernard seeks to understand the human being at a two level. One from the outside of the organization and that from the inside of the organization. That's very obvious. If we consider that if Bernard was contributing and stating that there is always a relationship between the environment and employees, and yes, at the same time the relationness must be there. That means comfortability must be there. If the person enters in the organization, he always try to understand or always try to put certain things in the organization. At the same time, they try to consider what organization perceive, what kind of a climate, what kind of a culture they have, how they can improve in that culture, how they can perform better. These kind of a concept would generally arises when the person enters in the organization. So somewhere the overall individual's personality and the other's personality affect the organization's culture and practices. That is why the Bernard come up with this psychological concept that is always required to have a concentration and have the this kind of thinking, that kind of concept that there was a betterment in the organization. And yes, there is always power flow which leads to have the effective contributions in the organization. Social system states karne par we come to know that there was a hub of a people, the people who were living outside the organization and inside the organizations both. So that is what a very good and a clear idea about the organization as a cooperative system. So yes, organization is as a cooperative system. So this is forms such a situation rises where the activity of a person are nearly a part of a non-person system of the activity. So in that case, the second individual is outside and opposed to the cooperative system. That is what two scenarios when the corporate system is not performed well in the organization. The first factor is what the person is not conforming or not behaving as in a personal system. That the person is behaving like a very rational concept. Or second could be a reason that individual is outside and he is not supposed to perform in the cooperative system. So Bernard basically observed that when a specific desired end is attained through an action, that action is said to be effective. So it is always required to have a certain kind of action, and that action will always be very much effective. So when the action needs to anticipate unexpected or unanticipate the consequences, then the action is described as an inefficient. So however, if the unexpected consequence satisfy the desire and motive of the individual, not necessarily but directly assumed by the actions, or the action become efficient but not as effective. So in that case, if we were not putting a coordination in our work, we are just focusing on the working concept. At the same time, the unexpectedness and unanticipatedness was there. So in this case, there was that efficiency would be increased, so there wasn't a chance of increase in the efficiency, but not the effectiveness. That is, effectiveness of the person or of the worker is never going to be increased and never going to be worked or performed well. So thus the anticipated consequences may provide the crucial in the judging the action as an effective and efficiency. So these two other words was act and iron is effective if it accomplish its specific aim. So it is always required that aim should be there, the proper performance and proper working should be there. So it is evident that there are two psychological propositions about the human nature. There was two psychological factors in the human nature which has to be considered and performed together. So in that case, there are philosophies that explain the human conducted as a presentation of universal forces that guide the individual as merely responsive. That denies the freedom of choice or of will that makes the organization socialism the basic position. So there are philosophies that grant the freedom of the choices and for will that makes of the individual as an independent identity. So there were two philosophies. First philosophy is considered the presentation of universal forces, that there was always a universal forces which make the individual more responsive and freedom of choices must be there, who make the organization at the same time socialized concept is increases. And yes, there was another way, grant freedom of choices and for will that makes the individual as an independent identity. So that is what they were lead to effect the independent and make them the independent entity. So in that case, there was the two concept of judging that factor. Now the formal organization. This is the cooperative system that gives the rise to the formal organization. Formal organization is basically the organization which is performed in all the rules and regulations of the company and all the working which is controlled by the boss. So in that terms, a system of consequently coordinated personal activity or a forces that comes into the formal organization. The organization comes into the existence when there was an arc. At the same time, person able to communicate with each other. So that is communicability must be there. At the same time, who are willing to contribute the actions, who are increasing the actions, who are leading the attractions. At the same time, they are always required to accomplish the common purpose of the organization. Whatever is the ultimate purpose of the organization, must fulfill that. So these are the three concepts who performed according to the Barnard concept. So the elements of the organization are communication, willness and common purpose. So we require the three elements. First element is the willingness, second is communication, third is purpose. Formal organization, basically initially existence of the organization, they basically depend on the contribution of communication, willingness and purpose which are suitable to the external environment. It basically is survival, depend upon the maintenance of equilibrium of system. The equilibrium has both the internal and external dimensions. Yes, formal organization always have an equilibrium to perform. That is what the formal organization always require a certain kind of the main factors which must be balanced. They are equally there in for the object or in the object. So this is what always required. And at the same time, they were basically divided it into the two, internal and external dimensions. So the internal evaluation and equilibrium depends upon the protection between these three elements. The external equilibrium was basically depending upon the two elements. That two elements are जो कि external environment को basically state करते हैं, that is effectiveness of organization, which compromises the relevancy of these purposes to the environment, and second is the efficiency, which comprises the interchange between the organization. So one is what to come up with the proper purpose and have the concepts of understanding. At the same time, the another factor is that who are willing to handle the efficiency or ready to accept the concepts of the working that will lead to the formal organization. So formal organization is basically consisting by that. Now concept of authority. Bernard basically defines the authority as a character of a communication in the formal organization by virtue of which is expected by a contributor or the member of the organization. So they are governing the actions he contributes. They indicates Bernard authority consists of two aspects. So in the Bernard point of view, there are two aspects. The another is subjective aspect, where the personal aspect and accepting of the communication as authoritative was there. Second is the objective aspect, that characteristic is a character in the communication, be ritual of writing it is accompanied. So these kind of a thing was basically considered in the concept of authority. So Bernard was basically arguing the concept of the authority. They give that in organization there was always a flow of authority, and it is required in the organization. Person always required to perform the certain work, and it is required to have the authorities to perform. Concept of authority, how it is possible to secure such an important and enduring corporation if in the principle and in fact of determination of authority lies with the subordinate individual. It is possible because of the decision of the individual occurs under the following conditions. So if you talk about the authorities, it is always depend on the individual, that how individual depends that or perform that authority, they work that authority, so that the orders that are deliberate issues in enduring the organization, they basically comply with the four conditions. They basically what the one is what the issue what arises, at the same time another is zone of differences they were having, and at the same time the interest of a person. So these are the three main areas which basically defines the authority concept of the individual, that how person is basically performing the authority or with the authority. If we talk about the zone of difference, this is what another very important concept of the authority. So in that case, this is what the order of the action reasonable practicable are arranged in the order of their acceptabilities to the person affected. So the range may consist of the number of orders which are like clearly unacceptable, which are very obeyed. So these are what basically zone of difference was comes into. The person effect will accept the order line within this zone. Just be एक लिमिट्स के अंदर एक पर्सन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में परफॉर्म करता है, जो भी एक जोन के अंदर वो परफॉर्म करता है, दैट ऑलवेज रिलेटेड टू हाउ differently they were performing, in what scenarios they were performing, and how many rights they have. So these are what the zone of indifferences, that is what rights they have and what actually they are performing. That is why it's wider and not narrowed degree of concept, but that always depends on the person. And yes, motives which exceeds the burdens and sacrifice which determine the individual adherent of the organization. So zone would be short. If there wasn't a consequences of a zone, he issue only those order which fall within the zones. So that could be zone is short in that case, क्योंकि जितनी required है उतने ही order pass on हो रहे हैं, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं. So that comes into the zone part. But yes, it could be long, it could be huge if it is not in that sense that executive does not know about how to use his authority, or he abuse the abilities authority also. The functions of executives, yes, the functions of executive maintain the two phases in that. First is to definition of the organization position, and the second is to maintain the personal system. So the former required the organization to have the chart, specific duties and division of work, because overall functioning is dependent on the system. If there was a system, there was a proper working, proper system would be there, proper flow of authority would be there. So in that case, it is always required that organization must have a chart, must have specification of duties and divisions of work, so which defines the what kind of people they require, what kind of things they required. The second function which basically affect that the individual also have two main aspects. First, bringing person into the cooperative relation with the organization, and second is to electing the service and contribution for the such person. So that is what अपने employees को बताना कि वो एक relationship में आए, cooperativeness में आए, at the same time they come up with the contribution of such people. Third is what the formulation of organizational objective and purpose. Now critical evaluations, yes, Barnard have that evaluations and critically evaluated. So the first was the quotient was basically into that they didn't pay the attention to choose the purpose of changing world or choose the process of formulating the goals and objectives. So how goals and objectives formulated, what are the environment which affect them, how they perform. These are things are not considered in the Barnard concept. At the same time, the participation of the individual is conflicting, and the way he seeks to integrate it also not as much educate attention on the day-to-day problems, because they were emphasizing on the very obvious parts, but they are not emphasizing on the day-to-day problems and day-to-day working in the human beings. So lack of attention to the goals is there, and there was not proper attention and proper working. At the same time, with the result, he did not give the full descriptive and prospective attentions. At the same time, Barnard theory will focus its attention on the cooperative efforts also. There was not educate deal of creative development of our individual, that individuals are creative. How we can bring that creativity in the individual, this kind of concept was not introduced. At the same time, the socialization process, that family structure, educational processes, they are basically determining on the individual attitude. So there are few questions which you have to do it by yourself. Define a system, describe the elements of formal organization, describe the authorities, and explain its subjective and objective aspects. So these are two questions which you have to attempt it. So this is all about for the today's session. We're winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.